Anyway, here's a question from Lost Aggie 66. NIL question: are the players at the service academies allowed to make NIL deals? Yes, they are. They all are. Everybody is. Anybody who's on scholarship for any reason can make one.
I've never even thought about that, honestly. So if you say it's true, then yeah, I mean, I suppose it would be across the board for everybody.
I'm sure there's probably restrictions on their time and things that would make it more difficult.
Well, and I would imagine there's also a limit on what they're allowed, kind of like at Baylor. Certain institutions aren't just free reign where you can like be out there with a Coors Light, you know what I mean? And not that anybody's really doing that, but there will be some products that, you can sell at Texas that you're not going to be able to sell at Baylor. Yeah. I mean, that's just, they're different philosophies. So I would imagine that, with the service academies, there might be more of a limitation on what exactly you could vouch for, but I had never thought about that. So I just assume, and if you say that's true, then I guess so.
They're NCAA athletes, so there's they can't. I mean, they have different rules than everybody else with everything else that they do, but I'm sure there's some NIL things that they can do. It's probably so
I don't know if you're right about this. This is at least an article from last February. Of course, it's a paywall. Why athletes at the military academies are forbidden from monetizing their NIL.
Okay.
Like I said, I'd never thought about that, and I'll keep looking. But I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. So if somebody knows the answer to that, I'm digging through trying to see the actual rule for them. But there's that one article that says no, and you're saying yes, and I don't know. But interesting question.
I would think it'd be an interesting fight for them to have if they chose to have it.
Well, here's one from 2 weeks ago. Armed forces considering the NIL space. Yeah. But I don't know if that's like talking about high school kids too, or if it's just college athletes. Service academy students not allowed to make NIL deals. So I don't know. It appears that they're not able to, but if somebody can correct that and tell me what's what on that, then that would be much appreciated.
Yeah, so I guess they can't right now. I'm sorry. I'll say when I'm wrong. But, I think that I think
they also can't accept transfer players.
Yeah. Well, because you have to have you
have
to have a senator that vouches for you. So
So that's weird. So they can lose transfer players, but they can't gain transfer players because obviously it's not like just signing up to go to school. You're signing up to do a lot more than that. And, I don't think they can do NIL either, although there's at least a push for them to, looks like, be able to. But if that's changed since April 16th when I just saw that last article on there, then please let us know and correct us. Because, that's not something, like I said, that I've really thought much about.
Yeah, I did see an interesting...
Because if they could, man, I think I'd line up to get a Navy guy or an Army guy to do my brand. I know not everybody's real patriotic right now, but there are plenty of people that are, and I would love to see an Armed Forces member who's going to class, he's playing football, and he's doing all of the rigors of what comes with military service. He'd be a great representative for any brand, I would think. So, that's very interesting.
Yeah, kind of the old WW2 war bonds kind of a thing. They don't do those anymore, but that's who you kind of want to see, right? I mean, you want to see those people. But I would also think that eventually it'll be available to them. I saw an interesting column a couple weeks ago about how the U.S. Olympic Committee should fund athletic scholarships everywhere. Like they should fund athletic scholarships, plus they should recruit out of the military, or they should tie in with the military academies and the military to, because we want our best athletes being our best soldiers and yada, 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 and tying that together. It was interesting. I'd have to find it and send it to find the crux of how they said they would do it. But I remember thinking that's kind of a novel thought. Yeah,
based on everything I'm reading right now, again, unless I'm wrong, they are not allowed to do that. So that's very interesting. I had not thought about that 1 second, but I can understand why there's a little bit of a difference.
From Chris, service academies are providing a commission to be an officer in the military. The NIL conflict would be that military members are forbidden to receive gifts. It is the appearance of impropriety. So
there you go. Thank you. That's why we have a great audience, and that's why I'm not afraid to ask, hey, I don't know. Please, somebody who does know, tell us. And you just did, so thank you for that. But now I know that, and now that's very interesting.
Yeah, it is really interesting. So, and of course, you're not going to a service academy to play sports if you're
not going to get Instagram clout.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
You're a little more focused on other things like real life and all of that. You're not sitting in the Lambo in Austin. No disrespect to Bijan. Like, do what you do, man. I'm not hating on that at all. But you're not in the Navy for that. You're in it for other reasons.
Well, no, and look, also that you're not going to be a professional athlete. More than likely, if you're
right.
in the Naval Academy or the Air Force Academy.
Well, in Keenan Reynolds' case, even if you still may or may not be allowed to do it right away. Yeah.
Well, and look, I know that there was a Trump era rule that he kind of allowed for a waiver, but I don't think the service academies are too keen to do that because I don't think they want to.
Well, they don't care about college football.
They're not too keen to also all of a sudden turn around and recruit guys that you may not get your 6 years out of. Right.
So, yeah, they're not there to go to the NFL and play football for the rest of their lives and be in Lambos in Austin and, pitching Jungle Juice or, whatever else, or Pepsi they're not there for any of that. They're there to serve their country and to get their education and all of that jazz, which is fantastic and great and honorable. And, that's just you learn something new every day.
Yeah.